You may have heard of the United Nations, the largest intergovernmental organization existing. You may have also heard of their 17 goals, which include zero hunger, no poverty, affordable and clean energy, or quality education worldwide. Pretty ironic if you take into consideration the many things that are going on in the world and how they expect to change that. Anyway, today we are going to focus on 3 of their goals.
The first goal we are going to talk about in this documentary is no poverty, which basically means to end poverty in all its forms and everywhere. The UN describes this goal as the greatest global challenge and an indispensable requirement for sustainable development.
The next goal is decent work and economic growth. This is acceptable work for all and productive jobs.
The last goal we will be analyzing is number 15, which is life on land. It basically means to protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of territorial ecosystems, sustainably manage forests, combat desertification, and halt biodiversity loss.
Talking about poverty in Argentina, many people would say that Argentina is a very poor country, as there is the 40% of people in Argentina are poor, but not extremely poor, just poor. That means that they live with less than $2 per day. Talking about poverty in the whole world, we can say that there's no poverty is achieved, but especially in sub-Saharan Asia, where we found countries as South Sudan, Malawi, Niger, Middle Republic African. Well, these countries has a very low IDH of approximately 0.4 and 0.38, being the worst South Sudan. In Argentina, there's generally a good economic growth and good work conditions, but the main problem is the social security, which is very risky to go to work in. The areas where economic growth and sustainable work conditions are not achieved is mostly in the Central Europe, specifically the immigrants, also Middle East, specifically Arabian countries, and then again we can say the countries in Sub-Saharan Africa, which there's an estimation of the 70% of the population who works under the best conditions.
Argentina has had lost 7 million acres from native forests between 1998 and 2022. This positions Argentina between the countries with the most deforestation in the world, mainly because of agriculture, because population increases and we need to obtain more sources, tree felling, foreign aid and devaluation, technological changes, and price increases. According to FAO, Nigeria is the world's highest country with deforestation rate in the world. Its primary forest has lost more than 0.5%. Forest loss and damage is the cause of around 10% of global warming. So, there is no way we can fight climate change if we don't stop massive deforestation. To achieve this, we have to consume less, avoid single-use packaging, eat sustainable food, and choose plastic reusable products. A local NGO is Caritas Argentina, and their objective is to change and improve poor people's life conditions. A global NGO is Manos Unidas. It is in charge of many actual problematics such as poverty, hunger, climate change, etc. It is a profitable organization that earns money from donations. We assume in average that the organization takes up to 60% of these donations. The official website of the organization says if someone donates 30 euros, they donate 65 kilos of corn to familiar farms in Ethiopia. However, after doing some calculations, we discovered that 65 kilos only cost euros.